If there were a time machine to return to the past and correct our mistakes, would we have the courage to choose the right path? Retroactive, 1997, directed by Louis Morneau, takes the audience into a suffocating time loop where every decision comes with a price, and the adversary is a maniacal, violent outlaw. This science fiction film unfolds like a blazing showdown on the dusty highways of Texas, evoking the familiar VHS atmosphere of the late 90s. It all begins with a fateful encounter between actress and model Kylie Travis and a dangerous criminal, setting off a relentless sequence of time loops where every moment could alter destiny. The film also poses a profound question about the consequences of interfering with the flow of fate, laying the groundwork for later works that explored similar ideas, such as The Butterfly Effect, 2004, Donnie Darko, 2001, and Triangle, 2009. This review contains significant spoilers. Please consider returning after you've watched the film. The film opens with the image of a Ford driven by Brian, a government engineer played by Frank Whaley. He is on his way to a secret research facility hidden in the desert. Brian is part of a government project to develop a time machine, but the program is on the verge of being shut down. From the very first scene, he fights to protect and save the research he has poured his heart into. After 11 failed attempts, the project finally succeeds in sending a mouse back into the past. Brian records the experiment on video and even manages to save the mouse, using it as proof. This opening sequence serves as a cue for the audience to understand the basic operating principle of Brian's time machine. The film then immediately shifts to a yellow Cadillac speeding toward a meeting with Trooper, a shady dealer selling stolen government circuit boards. Here, the story introduces its main antagonist, Frank, played by Jim Belushi. His manner during the exchange makes it clear that he is every bit the hustler and thug. Accompanying Frank is Rayanne, portrayed by Shannon Worry, a beautiful woman living under Frank's control and abuse. Together, they are on their way to cross the border into Mexico. But an unexpected event sets off a fiery chain of conflict, with Rayanne emerging as the pivotal figure who triggers the time loop at the heart of the film. The film then introduces us to another key character, Karen, played by Australian actress Kylie Travis, a former police department negotiator. After a tragic mishap during a hostage crisis that left 6 people dead, Karen, consumed by guilt, resigns from her job and sets off on a cross-country drive in an attempt to clear her mind. Her troubles truly begin when she is haunted by her past and suffers a car accident on a desolate, scorching stretch of road in rural Texas. Stranded in the middle of nowhere, she stands by the roadside hoping for a ride. Fate intervenes when Frank and his wife pull up right beside her. At first, Frank appears charming and generous, offering Karen a lift. As the journey progresses, however, Karen begins to notice his darker side, his slyness, his controlling nature, and his cruel domination over his wife Rayanne. The facade completely unravels when they stop at a roadside store, where Frank discovers that Rayanne has been unfaithful. His violent temper erupts, and he murders Rayanne in cold blood inside the car, all in front of Karen's horrified eyes. Now Karen finds herself in mortal danger, desperately trying to escape Frank's pursuit. During her flight, she stumbles into Brian's isolated research facility in the desert, where, by chance, Brian activates his experimental time travel device, sending Karen 20 minutes back in time to the very moment when Frank first picked her up. This marks the beginning of the time loop. Determined to prevent the horrific crime she has just witnessed, Karen realizes that every word, every gesture, and every event repeats itself with uncanny precision. Shocked, she understands that she is reliving the past, and that she now has the chance to alter it. From the very moment Karen is thrust back into the past, the film delivers non-stop excitement. Intense shootouts and high-speed car chases fill the screen, with several genuinely thrilling and dangerous sequences. As the story progresses, Karen becomes trapped in the time loop, determined to stop a horrific crime. Unfortunately, each return only seems to escalate the violence, leaving more bodies in her wake. Forced to try again and again, she must re-enter the loop to prevent the massacre from growing ever larger. One of the core rules of the time machine is that both humans and animals who pass through it retain their memories of previous timelines. This gives Karen the knowledge to act differently with each attempt, but also raises the stakes as she struggles to outwit Frank. As the film's strong female lead, Kylie Travis shines, strikingly beautiful, intelligent, and fiercely determined. Although she occasionally suppresses her Australian accent, her performance remains convincing and memorable. Retroactive captivates audiences with its twists and turns, making it unpredictable and relentlessly suspenseful. Driven by a sense of justice, Karen willingly hurls herself into the perilous flow of time, risking everything to change the past and save innocent lives. The gunfights are brutal. The car chases across the Texas highways are exhilarating, and despite the loop repeating familiar beats, director Louis Morneau keeps the action fresh and gripping. Each version of Rayanne's death, for example, unfolds in a disturbingly different way. Retroactive 1997, though not a perfect film, has an undeniable pull that keeps us eager to find out what happens next. The question it raises is this: with each return to the past, can Karen truly resolve things for the better, when the outcomes often turn out worse than before? Like Triangle or the Butterfly Effect, the film explores the unintended consequences of repeated attempts to construct an ideal timeline. It is both clever and thrilling, packed with breathtaking action sequences. Even within the framework of a time loop, the director manages to keep the story fresh, introducing new variations and surprises each time. Interestingly, the film avoids CGI entirely, relying instead on practical effects and real props, which adds to its gritty authenticity. It also marks a remarkable transformation for Jim Belushi, previously known for lighthearted and friendly comedic roles, as he delivers a chillingly intense performance here. Retroactive is a film worth experiencing, an overlooked gem for sci-fi fans that shouldn't be missed. Thank you for watching the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel. See you again in the next